Where are you going?
Down towards King George because I got court real early in the morning.
Where the hell is King George?
It is on the northern neck of Virginia. So like that weird bay area where Maryland's right above it, sticking out into the ocean. It's right there.
The 301 bridge goes over Maryland into King George.
Yep.
No.
Oh, Chesapeake Bay Bridge?
No.
The 301 bridge.
It's like, I'm going to be in the ocean.
It's not, well, it's not the ocean. It's it's a Potomac River.
That flows out into the ocean.
The Potomac River flows out to the Chesapeake Bay.
I think you're going to be close to me.
No, you're not.
Like 30 minutes from me.
Wow, y'all motherfuckers need maps. There's no.
No.
I'm on 301.
You're on 301 way away.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, dude, I live right off 95.
Right.
So does my buddy in Miami. He's
right.
like right next to me.
You're right.
What the fuck is going on?
All right, that's a good cut open.
You're on 301. You're just right down the road from me. You know, Potomac River goes in the ocean. Yeah, after it goes to Chesapeake Bay. Where the fuck have you guys gotten your geography from?
I've never been to King George. I've never had reason to go there. I doubt I will ever have reason to go there again.
There's nothing there. There's nothing there.
Unless you're there either.
Unless you go to fucking Dahlgren.
You can still get a DUI. Apparently.
Oh, that's the only thing they have there, are DUIs.
Oh, the courthouse is kind of cool. It's like one of those old school, like looks like a courthouse as opposed to Fairfax, which looks like a prison. It's pretty cool.
Well, have fun with that, sir. Okay.
It's really poor out there.
2, 1.
Welcome to the show.
That was worse than normal, Kadeem.
Dog, I'm sorry. I'm not doing this. You got head movement from me. That's it. How many times have I ever been late for a recording of the podcast?
Never.
Thank you. Some kind of like. Usually I have a whole ritual before I'm starting this shit, and now I'm here.
Shade.
My shirt's all fucking crushed up. I ain't even my hair looking right.
What's your ritual?
I jerk off, drink a beer, snort some coke, and I'm ready to go.
Really?
No.
Nice. Okay.
No, it's not.
It's like, oh, you picked up my ritual? Nice.
I'm afraid of coke. As you guys know.
It's the worst of all the beverages.
Especially all that carbonation in your nose and go for you.
Yeah, that's how you get the whole brain freeze thing.
That's why they have them.
That must have had a brain freeze when y'all did y'all picks last week.
Yes, we did.
Kadeem, you were close. No cigar. I won 9-8, and Ryan, you had 5.
So, why do you have to make it sound like I had brain damage or some shit when I was 1 point away?
I did.
Listen here.
Yeah,
It was an amazing segue. You just had to fuck it up. That shit was great.
But just keep it to him, not me. You ain't got to spread that shit.
Hey, can you list off all the picks I got wrong?
We don't have enough time. No,
there we do. Hold on.
Yeah, we actually might not.
No, we actually do. Calm down, guys.
And I feel like a lot of them were close, and then no, a lot of them were not close. Like the Browns. Like, what was they doing?
All right.
Dude, early on, I was looking mad good.
So, yeah, you got the first 3 right. So, the Texans, Titans. Ryan, you picked the Texans.
I mean, I wasn't far off on that one. They didn't get crushed. It was a pretty close game, actually.
We all picked the Ravens. Good. I picked the Vikings. Y'all both picked the Falcons.
So?
Yeah, good.
Falcons won.
You picked the Browns.
I know. That wasn't good. Dude, they looked so bad.
Kadeem, I don't know why you picked the Bengals, but you did.
The Bengals were winning for like 3/4 of that game.
That's what I'm saying.
But they weren't going to.
What the fuck are you talking about? Get the fuck out of here.
They didn't win.
Get the fuck out. That's why I know
They
I'm so
they were up
good at one point.
24-0.
That's so stupid. Look, we go from him making it seem like I'm fucking like mentally challenged on my picks to begin with, and now he's just gonna force it down my goddamn throat. That like I was complete. What the fuck? They were up the whole game.
The Lions, Jags. I picked the Lions. Y'all both picked the Jags. Why?
Because neither team is very good.
The Jags are one of the worst teams in the league. The Lions are a little bit better now.
I don't know about that.
We picked the Bears. Ryan, you picked the Panthers.
Yeah, the Lions have one more win than the Jags do. Like,
yeah, because they beat them. And then, I picked Whiffed, which close. No cigar, but close.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes down to it, we know that that's the play. Ron Rivera is he's gonna take the 2 points or the loss 100 times out of 100, I think. He's Riverboat Ron. He's Riverboat Ron.
Pats lost.
That was an ugly game, dude.
Yeah. We all picked the Dolphins. Kadeen and I picked the Pack. You picked the Bucks. Good shit, Ryan. Beat the shit out of the Packers. We all picked the Rams.
It was 10-0, and then I took a shower and I got out. It was like 24-10. I was like, what happened here? And then they sat Tom Brady for like the last half a quarter. That's how you know you're getting whooped.
We all picked the Rams. So it's whatever. The Chiefs won. I mean,
that's pretty. I mean, that wasn't. There's some stupid penalties on defense by the Bills. Just like throwing Clyde Edwards-Helaire to the ground when you're 17 feet out of bounds. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And then Tre'Davious had a bunch of stupid penalties. And then Josh Allen couldn't fucking throw the ball, but then nobody could because of the weather. Like, whatever. They had a better ground game than we did. We were prepared to stop them through the air, and then it turns out that they were just running it down our throats. So, whoops.
Yeah, and then you picked the Cowboys, and we picked the Cardinals.
Man.
Yeah.
That game didn't go how I thought it was going to go at all. Holy shit.
Not at all.
Holy shit. The Cowboys are bad. If they don't give Dak that money now, because he's the only thing holding them together. Like, he leaves.
We'll see how the next couple games go. But
Zeke forgets how to hold onto the goddamn ball.
It was tough.
Also, K-Dot. Joe Flacco, I think, got me 3 points this week, but I slotted him in.
Yeah,
I started Andy Dalton.
Who does you do that?
Oh, because Justin Herbert was on a bye, and I wasn't about to drop him to pick up some shit quarterback.
Two things. Number one, after going through the picks recap, all it did would reinforce how fucking pissed off I am by James's fucking introduction to this segment. It's like I'm some fucking idiot. But then going to turn around and had Andy Dalton as his goddamn starter in a fantasy football game?
No, because Breeze was on a bye, and then Derek was also on a bye, so I had to pick up somebody random. Huh?
How many teams in the league?
There's nobody else.
Yeah.
There's literally nobody else.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Well, I feel bad for everybody who's got Fitzmagic on their team.
All right, number two.
Just pick up Tua.
Number two to that point, other than you idiots and who you guys pick as your quarterback. What? No. Look. Hey. Whoa. Number one, I got called an idiot, and I'm not. Okay.
Who called you an idiot?
You basically alluded to it. You cocksucker.
Nobody called you an idiot.
No, you alluded to it, asshole.
You're putting words
in. Oh, get the fuck out of here. You gaslighting me, you son of a bitch. Fuck you and your flu shot. You go get the gaslight me. Like I'm crazy, like I didn't see you did into that?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off. Then not to mention, my fucking team loses to the goddamn Giants this week. What? Like,
we were just going to let it go.
No, I don't let shit go.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Why?
Because if I let shit go, then gaslighting motherfuckers like you can walk across this world doing whatever the fuck it is they want to do without anybody having repercussion for what it is they fucking do. And it stops here. I stop this shit here.
No, we're gonna continue.
That's displacement. One does not equate to the other. What like? Go ahead and get your shit off about the Washington football team.
My shit's off. My pants are off right now, and I'm jacking it like Jeffrey Tubin and a goddamn Zoom meeting. All right,
dude, that story is hilarious. I mean, in fairness, I watched most of the Swift game. It wasn't great, but they didn't play poorly. Kyle Allen had a couple bad throws, but all in all, that defense looks solid.
The defense had its moments to shine. Chase Young and Montez Sweat are both the real deal. I think what we're starting to realize is just –
It's his second year?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just realizing just how important – I mean, everybody knew how important Matt Ioannidis is, but how really important he is as far as the anchor on that defensive line. Our linebackers suck ass, and our secondary leaves a lot to
They leave a lot of people wide open? Is that what you're trying to say?
What I was trying to figure out as I'm watching Daniel Jones run for a 50-something yard gain is why Landon Collins is slower than Daniel Jones.
Wait,
I don't understand.
Yeah, Daniel Jones dusted Landon Collins.
So it's like, as I'm watching, I don't know if it's like the view that I use. Like, I don't know if it's like the setting on my TV. I'm just watching the dollars and cents just fall off of Landon Collins and all the goddamn contract is while in the dust of fucking Daniel Jones. But there was a lot that I hated about that game. Our team is terrible. We're in the Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes. My only saving grace is that Adam Gase gets fired and we end up being just having a worse record than the New York Jets.
Oh, that's going to be tough. I mean, the Swift and the Giants have the same amount of wins, don't they?
I just saw the run.
Yeah, he
I
just
saw
watched
the run. God damn.
Yeah. But actually, fun fact, going into that game, Daniel Jones led the entire Giants of rushing yards. So
yeah, but they have like a running back at all for a couple weeks.
Yeah, and then they got Devontae Freeman.
They got Devontae Freeman, and he looked pretty decent.
Yeah.
But even when Saquon was healthy,
right.
Saquon wasn't doing anything in that.
Yeah, because their line is trash. He had nowhere to run.
I mean, you got to get out outside the pocket.
Or just play Washington.
Yeah, and then make you look like.
All right, besides Daniel Jones, like, didn't y'all stop, like, Devontae Freeman from running the ball?
Devontae Freeman was homeless 3 weeks ago. What the fuck is that? Some accomplishment?
No, I'm asking the question.
Oh, not when we needed to. I mean, that's the thing. Is the end of the day, like at the end of the game, we were still in it because of the turnovers and the fact that we were like our defense still did what it is needed. I mean, it's not like it wasn't a high scoring game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, but it's the Giants. Like, I'm not hanging my hat on, oh, you did this, so you stopped this guy. It's the fucking Giants. Like, you're supposed to do a certain thing against the Giants. It's not like we had Colin Murray, like, running all over us, what have you, and it's like, all right, you can barely contain this guy. It's the Giants.
All right, what's your record right now?
1-5. Right now, I did hear it's mathematically possible for the Eagles to win the division with 4 wins.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. All right, so looking forward to next week. You guys play the Cowboys.
Who's you guys?
Yeah.
The Swift, my bad. I'm talking to Kadeem right now.
Yeah, we are.
What do you think you're going to do?
We're going to get that W, like always, you know?
Right, so
we're winners over here.
It's so good. I mean, it's so good because it's so bad that if you can win the division with 4 wins, like every single one of those games is huge. Yeah. Like, it doesn't matter that the Swift is 1-5 or the Giants are 1-5. The Eagles have 2 wins. They look fucking terrible. Cowboys look terrible. But, like, those games are going to be close. Like, the Giants Swift game was fun because they're terrible. They're both awful.
So, Ryan, who do you got winning?
I think Ron Rivera has enough pieces to put together at least 1 or 2 wins against the NFC East. They're just – it's so bad.
Do you think they're going to win this week?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they always step up against the Cowboys, so.
It's funny you should say that because Ron Rivera is losing half the fan base already. It's not a good time to be a Washington fan as far as just the level of vitriol that's coming all directions and how Ron's Ron's saying that his message has been consistent across all boards, but it hasn't really. I mean, if we're looking at when he was deciding not to call or to call timeouts in some of those games where we were close as far as the comebacks go, to what the quarterback situation is, why they made the move from Dwayne to Kyle to Alex, or keeping Alex in the game when Kyle was able to come back, and now keeping Kyle in there and Dwayne's on the sidelines. Like, are we trying to win now? Or are we trying to develop for the future? Like, it's a little – I don't know. Like, I don't know if he's just saying all the right things as far as making it seem like we're trying to win, but we're really just developing. I don't know.
He didn't really have a preseason, so a lot of it to me seems like I just want to see what I have, and I'm going to put pieces in place. And it doesn't make sense to put Kyle Allen in there for, a quarter and be like, oh, he had a bad quarter. Because, I mean, people have bad quarters. We saw it with, Drew Brees has bad games. It just happens. I think he just wants to see what he has, see if there's any consistency. And if he doesn't, he's just going to move on to the next piece. And then he's, if we move through three quarterbacks, or if y'all move through – damn, that's still hard to break. If y'all move through three quarterbacks throughout the entire season and nothing works out, then maybe it's y'all are, on board for Trevor Lawrence. He's just got to figure out what pieces he needs to put in. Without a preseason, it's pretty tough.
Yeah, imagine if y'all won the 4 games, but then y'all made the playoffs. Like, where would your –
Well, to get blown out by somebody, like I'm going to give a shit.
Yeah, but wouldn't that suck ass, though? Like, you won 4 games, you made the playoffs, lost in the first round. Where would your draft position be?
Dog
like,
shit.
It's not like it's going to be further back, right?
No.
I think it is.
Because of what way you finish? I thought it was record is what.
I thought
no,
it was
it's not
like,
record. It's how you finish as far as the playoffs thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would. That would suck.
That would be terrible.
I mean, that's the position.
Somebody in your division is going to be screwed.
Well, look, at the end, I will say this. Kyle Allen has Chad Pennington's arm. If you understand football, you understand what I mean. It's like when Brett Favre had a cannon, Chad Pennington had a water pistol. Like, this motherfucker looks like he's throwing a Nerf football out there at times. Like, I will give Kyle Allen credit on third down, making some better decisions than Dwayne Haskins makes. But beyond that, I am not seeing anything.
Would you trade for Marcus Mariota?
What? I would trade.
Yeah, who gives? I don't give a fuck.
If I was a GM, I would trade for a wet sponge.
I mean, that's the thing. The rumor is right now that was hitting all the airwaves was that when Dwayne Haskins got benched, everybody in New England perked up because they think that we're going to go after Cam Newton next offseason. Which I don't even like that move. And then if we're looking at that,
I thought you said that move.
Huh?
I thought you brought that up, like maybe like
I
last
did before
week.
the season. No, I've clearly stated what it is. I think that Cam Newton wants to do what I want to see in my dream scenario as far as Cam Newton, but it does not involve the Washington football team. There's also now there's rumors because Tua just got to start over Ryan Fitzpatrick that we'll be in the mix for Fitzpatrick. I don't like that move either.
Yeah, we have a veteran quarterback.
That's the thing is that, like, if we're going to go and draft a quarterback, then I want him to develop. We already have a veteran quarterback on the roster in Alex Smith. Like, if we're just trying to win right now, I'd rather throw Alex out there. If we're just trying to see what we have, I don't know. I'm still more interested in to see what more Dwayne has to offer than I am from Kyle Allen, but that's just me. Like, I don't know what else is happening behind the scenes that they chose this dude over him.
Did Ron Rivera talk about whether or not he's sticking with Kyle Allen going forward?
Yeah, Kyle Allen's the guy. I mean, the thought was that Dwayne might be able to learn some more, or maybe they'll be able to see more from Dwayne behind the scenes as far as during the week, that maybe he'll get another shot. I mean, they were very clear in saying that this was not the end for Dwayne when they benched him, but that's also, who knows if that's just what you say when you're benching a guy. Yeah, that's another thing, which everybody's expecting. Dwayne is up on the trading block. Like, there are some teams that are going to be sniffing out for him.
All right, let's see
if they turn it up against Dallas. Also, as tiny of an arm as Kyle Allen has, Josh Allen can throw outside of the stadium.
Yes,
that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Gideon, let's talk about the other two teams in your division. The Giants play the Eagles. Who you got?
Giants and the Eagles?
Mm-hmm. I picked the Eagles. And I also picked the Cowboys, by the way. So
the Eagles just a toss-up because I think they're more talented.
Yeah,
Okay.
they have the pieces. They just can't play ball. I don't
What
know
about you,
what's
Ryan?
going on. I would also take the Eagles.
Okay. Steelers Titans.
Steelers. No. That's a tough one. That's gonna be a hell of a game.
Yep, it sure is. But I picked the Steelers.
Where are they playing? It doesn't really matter now.
Tennessee.
Titans. Oh, yeah, Tennessee. At Titans.
They're playing on a Titan.
Hmm.
Tennessee's playing such good ball right now.
Give me Pittsburgh.
Okay.
I'll take the Titans,
Okay.
which is a mountain range.
Bills Jets. I took the Bills.
Don't even think about it.
You taking the Bills, Ryan?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm talking to K-Dot because
I know.
he's sitting there like, what if Adam Gase gets fired midweek? I don't think that matters.
I think it does. Put me down for this. I don't care who it is that the Jets play the week after Adam Gase gets fired. Put me down in the win column after Adam Gase gets fired. Okay.
All right.
So that's the
what do you wanna do
caveat.
right
I'm going Bills, but if Adam Gase gets fired during this week, which won't happen at this point, know that automatically reverts into I'm picking the Jets.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
They have
Panthers
talent.
Saints. Panthers Saints. I picked the Saints.
Michael Thomas is back.
Yep.
So is C-Mac.
So
Who means more to their team? I'm going to go Panthers.
Give me Carolina. Trouble in New Orleans.
all right.
Trouble, Walters.
Packers Texans.
Wait, who'd
I
you
picked the
pick?
Packers.
You're not – okay.
I picked the Saints,
Okay.
of course. I was like, yeah, they got C-Mac back, but who else they got?
Packers and Texans.
Give me the Packers and Aaron Rodgers celebrates something from the Chappelle Show.
Now, what was that celebration? I was so confused.
It's from Key and Peele.
Oh, was it?
I'll tell you, the most dangerous man in the NFL once he's having fun is Aaron Rodgers. But Tampa Bay stepped up what it is they needed to do on defense more than anything. So I give them props for that.
Who you got, Ryan?
I'll take Houston.
All right.
They're just too talented to keep losing.
Browns Bengals. I got the Browns.
I'm going for the Gusto this week. Give me the Bengals.
Yeah, me too. I'll take the Bengals.
All right. Lions Falcons. I picked the Falcons.
I'm guessing you chose Browns last camera.
Yeah, you did.
Wait, what?
That last pick, you.
Oh yeah, I said Browns.
I didn't hear you.
Yeah,
I say what I picked before I even tell y'all.
Gotcha.
That's why I was like Lions Falcons. I picked the Falcons.
Gotcha.
I
Who y'all
will
got?
Falcons.
Okay.
Lions.
All right. Seahawks Cardinals. I got the Seahawks.
Yeah,
Why is this a question?
Seahawks.
Cardinals.
All right.
Get to watch two mobile quarterbacks run around.
Kyler Murray's a better version of Russell Wilson.
Out your mind. Jags Chargers. I got the Chargers.
I'm not saying he's there yet. I'm just saying in principle.
Okay.
What was the pick, sir? What was that?
Jags, Chargers.
You are out of it, bro.
Fuck you, flu shot.
It's the Jags versus Chargers. I got the Chargers.
Chargers.
Yeah, I'll take the Chargers as well.
All right, cool. 49ers versus the Patriots. I got the Patriots.
Give me Jimmy G in the Niners.
All right.
Okay, Dot.
What was the pick? Sorry.
Niners, Patriots.
Yeah.
You're the Patriots.
All right. Chiefs, Broncos.
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Yeah, we all taking the Chiefs.
I mean, betting against the Chiefs is just dumb.
I did last week. Which reminds me, Bucks, Raiders. I got the Raiders.
Bucks.
Okay. I do not blame you.
Where y'all
guys one
playing?
bit. Vegas.
After the game, the stadium explodes.
Sure. Bears, Rams. I got
Tom Brady
the Rams.
is Han Solo.
That'd be amazing.
Say that
If he pulls some shit like that, I'll be pissed. All right. Bears, Rams. I got the Rams.
Oh, they look bad. I will take the Bears.
Give me the Rams. I like the Bears, but give me the Rams.
Bears.
All right.
Do we have Thursday night football this week? What the fuck's going on?
Thursday night football is the Giants-Eagles.
Okay.
I have a presidential debate to watch.
Is that on Thursday? I'll watch it for 2 minutes. They'll start yelling at each other, and I'll switch right over to watching football.
But they are muting the mics now.
I don't think that's good. They're muting the mics in front of them, but the whole stage is mic'd. Like, that's not going to do
That's
anything.
the thing. Trump's just going to be yelling.
Yeah. You
motherfucker. Yeah, it might get worse because he thinks he's muted.
Yeah.
Like, they can't hear him.
Did you fucking mute me?
You stuttering bitch, you. No, it's just funny.
So I was going over the picks, trying to figure out, like, where the Dolphins were, but they have a bye week this week, which makes sense.
Yeah.
As to why they made the switch over to Tua. Then you want to say something?
Are we talking about it?
Yeah.
It was great to see Tua get out there. I think everybody saw the photo. I know I sent it to the group, I think. The photo of him after the game, that he went back out to the stadium to just kind of sit fully uniformed and kind of have it wash over him, and he FaceTime his family. It was really, really, really cool to see. I love Tua. I actually think he's going to be really, really decent in the league. I want to see him develop, and I think that the only way you can truly develop is to be out there on the field after a certain point in time. I will say I think this is a terrible move, and I don't know what the fuck they're doing, and I wish that Ryan didn't lose the job, in my opinion, in the sense of, like, he was on the sidelines cheering Tua on. I know Fitzpatrick's a real stand-up dude, but
did you see what he wrote on his, I think his Twitter? He basically went and he's like, I wouldn't be in the position I am if, like, all these players and other people hadn't, taught me things and, like, sat on the sidelines and helped me. And he's like, I just can't wait to do the same thing and pay it forward to Tua. So stand up guy.
Yeah,
I love it. I love that he comes into the preseason fat as shit because he's a good parent and he eats 7 different birthday cakes in, like, fucking, what is it, like a 3-month span. But, like, he's 37. Like, he's not Tom Brady. So he's coming to the end. And like we said,
having fun.
Like we said, you win your championship when your quarterback's on his rookie deal. It might not go well for them this season, but to get Tua out there now that he's healthy, get him those reps. The Dolphins are a good team, no matter who's at quarterback. They got, what's his name, Gaskins. That kid has some wheels. They have a pretty decent offensive line. They might not be as good to start with, but I think they're going to be in much better shape next year.
I wish they would have started not this next week, but the week after.
Well, they had to do it now so that they had the off week for Tua to get reps with the first team.
They could have done that shit in secrecy because
they're
playing the Rams, man.
But they probably didn't want to do it in secrecy because
his first game should not be versus Aaron Donald.
Tua just breaks.
Trial by fire.
Yeah. Like, how else can you show that he's a semi-mobile quarterback other than him running away from the biggest man on the field?
It's a small sample size. It's a really small sample size, but, Brian Flores is a guy that I think can be trusted to make the right move. I think that we're finally in a position where the Bill Belichick coaching tree is actually doing shit. So you got, like, Mike Vrabel actually doing things. You've got Brian Flores. Looks like he's – what they've done in Miami – post-GASE, which apparently anything post-GASE is going to be phenomenal. It's just
maybe that's what the Jets are thinking.
They're waiting for the right time to fire him so that they can rush the AFC North for the last 8 weeks.
No, here's the only issue with that as far as New York goes, and the reason I'm so upset with Adam Gase actually makes me angry. The thought of Adam Gase makes me I really get upset. He is so bad. He's the worst. He's by far the worst coach in the NFL. And I think there's a chance he might be the worst coach in the history of the NFL. I think the only other person that was in the running was Hugh Jackson. But I think Adam Gase is worse than Hugh Jackson.
Well, Hugh actually had a good season or two. I don't know if Gase has.
Gase rode the coattails of a dying Peyton Manning to a Super Bowl.
But was he the head coach at that time?
He was the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, he wasn't the head coach.
That's what I'm saying. But that's it. That's how he got. Yeah. Everything was riding his coats up.
Everything else has just been bad.
Look at Ryan Tannehill's numbers before and after Adam Gase. Before, during, and after Adam Gase. There was the before years with Ryan Tannehill where you're looking at his touchdown ratio probably high 20s to low teens as far as touchdown interceptions. And then 2016 rolls around when Gase comes in, and Tannehill just becomes so much more mediocre. And I remember he was getting hurt around that time too, and he just didn't look like the same guy anymore. And then the questions were out as far as Ryan Tannehill's a bust. People were still waiting in that moment where it was like, is Ryan Tannehill just kind of like a Phillip Rivers of the East, where he's just going to be this guy that kind of puts some numbers but doesn't really do anything? And now, after he leaves and goes to Tennessee, I got fooled. Another reason I hate Adam Gase is that I got fooled in thinking that Ryan Tannehill was only playing hard because he wanted a contract. No. Ryan Tannehill's playing like a top 5 quarterback in the league right now.
So with Adam Gase, Ryan Tannehill, 89 passer rating. Without Gase, 115.4, leads the NFL. I actually think you posted this. Robbie Anderson with Gase, 10.1 PPR. In 2020, without Gase, 18.2 PPR, wide receiver 1. Devontae Parker with Gase, 8.1. Without, 15.1. Le'Veon Bell with Gase, 13.5. Without Gase, 21.9 PPR.
Well, yeah, we'll see. Keep going.
Hey, you've heard what like, I gave the breakdown as far as Le'Veon Bell's numbers and how I was saying that anybody saying that he's watching it out of their mind. Like, Adam Gase is a piece of shit, and the reason I don't want New York to do Sam Darnold, to me, is a really good quarterback, or could be a really good quarterback.
He's got the intangibles and the arm.
Dude, it's a ticking time bomb. The more he's with this guy, the more it's going to ruin him.
Yeah, Adam. You know in like cartoons when like the evil person walks into a room and like the roses all wilt? That's Adam Gase.
It's his stare.
That's funny.
It's the eyes just fucking killing everything that goes.
Also, they may or may not be waiting on a certain offensive coordinator to become available, who's currently, just crushing everybody.
Yeah, I mean, they should have done that last year, but whatever.
We agree.
No, they should have kept Todd Bowles. What was New York doing? Like,
when did Gase get there? Hasn't he been there for like this is his second year, right?
This is his second year.
Yeah, but I'm saying like in the offseason last year, the enemy was available.
And they said he was available.
They should have never got rid of Todd Bowles.
I agree. But after that point, they should have gotten the enemy.
And hasn't at this point, wasn't Bowles only there for a year?
2, I think.
I want that verified, though.
I'm looking.
I remember the Cardinals did that to Wilkes. He was there for a year. Was it
Wilkes that was the only for a year?
That was there for a year, and then
Where's Todd Bowles now? Is he in Tampa?
That sounds about right. With that defense, it's fucking.
He's a head coach of the Jets, 2015 to 2018.
3 years.
And now he's the D coordinator at the Bucs.
And what's the Bucs doing?
Do you see what they did against?
Oh, I'll see it in person. Hey guys, do not watch Sunday Night Football. Thank you.
Oh, I'm gonna watch it. I'll be texting and tweeting.
I won't be responding.
I'll be on my
Twitter, on how it goes.
On my burner Twitter account.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty crazy.
Yeah, he was on the whiff for a couple of years. I forgot about that. Todd Bowles was on the whiff for 5 years. Anyway,
so this would be a hilarious situation, but if the Cowboys traded for Sam Darnold,
why? They have a terrible backup as it is now. They're gonna give Dak his money.
Who?
Huh?
They're gonna give who his money?
Dak. Oh
yeah.
I mean, I don't think, no matter, even if they got, and I think Andy Dalton's a totally serviceable quarterback. He's not great, but he's serviceable. If they can't win with him, then there's something wrong. There's a much deeper issue going on with the Cowboys, because we saw
There's always been a deeper issue.
We saw Dak put up wild numbers for a couple games, like wild numbers. Like
And
500 yards, 4 touchdowns. Like,
but wasn't that after like they were already down by like 20?
yeah. So we see what the issue with the Cowboys is. Their defense sucks.
Yeah.
And their offense, if they can't play well, they're like if Zeke is fumbling twice a game and isn't getting 100.
Like their whole O-line hurt now?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Except for Zach Martin, but he was hurt during the game too.
And we saw did we see a story come out now that they're 2-5 that the players are starting to revolt, saying that the coaching staff doesn't know what they're doing.
They don't make adjustments.
They don't make in-game adjustments. They just have their game plan. They're not flexible during the game. Ugh.
Sounds like something that particular Aaron Rodgers used to say.
Yeah, right? Is it that Aaron Rodgers carried his team and the coaching staff did a terrible job?
Well, I have a question for you two.
Go on.
You get 3 things to do. How would you fix the Cowboys in 3 moves? You get 3 moves. What would you do?
Fire everybody, change the team name, move to Austin.
Honestly, though.
I mean, I would jump the defensive coordinator, the offensive coordinator, and the head coach. Which effectively would replace all the coaches.
So does that mean that I'm Jerry Jones? So I'm pretending I'm Jerry Jones.
No, you can fire Jerry Jones too. Like in this scenario.
I'll pretend I'm Jerry Jones.
You can replace him.
So the 3 things I do is Jerry Jones is I have them open up the roof of the stadium. I walk up to the ledge of said roof, and I jump the fuck off. Cowboys are fixed.
That's 3 things.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, do you remember what Jerry Jones did?
You could have just said you could have had him retire.
Nah, I like mine
That's
better.
only one thing, though.
Yes,
you
want
said
him to
3.
die. Okay.
Having Jerry Jones splayed out on the 50-yard line?
Nah, dude, he's too old. He can't jump that far. He'd end up like in the 3rd bleachers.
Then watching every one of his players take a knee the following game.
Yeah, what up?
What the hell?
No
is
love
wrong
lost.
with you?
What?
What
Because fuck Jerry Jones and fuck the Dallas Cowboys. You know how I feel about this team. You're asking me what I'm going to do to fix them?
Here.
Oh,
I'm not objectively here. Here's objectively.
Okay.
The Cowboys have the most talented wide receiver in the NFC East in CeeDee Lamb. Notice I said CeeDee Lamb. They have Amari Cooper also on the other side of the fucking field. They have the best running back, arguably in the league, in the backfield. If they're not winning games with those pieces alone, is something wrong with the coaching staff? That's it. There's something wrong with the coaching staff. You're either not making the adjustments you need to make because there's no reason whatsoever. If you have Ezekiel Elliott in the backfield and those 2 guys on the outside, you can't make shit happen. Like, I can get you have a bad game every once in a while, but the shit just ain't happening. Now, I don't know what the fuck is going on with the gods of football looking at the NFC East where nothing's making any fucking sense, okay? So, objectively, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I look across the entire division and see nothing that makes sense. What's happened to Philadelphia, I understand injuries, still doesn't make any fucking sense. The New York Giants have enough talent on that offense that I keep telling people about. Daniel Jones can run for 50 yards, apparently, on a fucking whim. So it's like there's nothing making sense coming out of the NFC East. If the team can win the division on 4 games, just know it's a lost season. We don't know what's happening. This is just some chasm in a black hole of bullshit, okay? But the Cowboys, what the fuck? They're the most talented team in the division, by far, especially on offense. They should be winning games.
The division.
So you would change out all the coaches.
Yes. The first thing Jerry Jones did when he purchased the Cowboys was notify reporters that Tom Landry had been fired and failed to notify Tom Landry.
That's nuts.
That was day 1.
That is nuts.
Yeah, well, am I supposed to feel bad that I said Jerry Jones should jump from the top of the goddamn Cowboys stand?
Yes.
And he's 100 anyway. Who cares?
He's a piece of shit.
Okay,
he's not
he could be. I don't wish death on anybody. All right.
Many men.
Whoa. I don't wish death upon him, but I would say if I read the obituary, I might smile.
Same thing.
Mark Twain said that.
The World Series is going on.
He
today.
did. I literally just gave you a Mark Twain quote. You're going to tell my culture that? No.
The World Series is tonight in a couple hours.
Yeah.
The Braves had it, but they fucked up and let the Dodgers beat them. So now,
Well, I mean, they had it, but the Dodgers arguably are the most talented team in baseball. So
but
the
fuck
fact
the
that
Dodgers.
they weren't winning was shocking. I mean, they got a good start out of
But
Kershaw.
it'll hurt more. It'll hurt more if the Dodgers lose in the World Series again. So it's cool.
I'm gonna go out there banging some trash cans.
I'm rooting for the
Obviously,
I'm rooting for
the
the
hitters,
Rays.
I'll do it for every pitch. It won't help the hitters at all, but I'll enjoy it.
So what are your predictions?
You want my prediction or you want what I hope happens?
Both.
I hope that the Dodgers get swept. My prediction is that if Tampa Bay can't hit home runs, the Dodgers win in 5. But if Randy Arozarena keeps raking like he is, and that team keeps hitting the way that they're hitting, I think it goes 7, and I think the Dodgers still win. But I want Tampa to win. But
I want Tampa to win in 7 on a walk-off home run.
It's the problem is that Tampa doesn't have the pitching really. Like they're gonna have to piece together the pitching, and there's no days off. They play every single fucking day for a week. So like Tampa is like a relief pitching based, like next man up kind of team, and I don't know if they can do that against the Dodgers, because if the Dodgers wears out like one of their starting pitchers that usually goes 3 and they only go 1, like that's going to affect game 4, game 5. Like it's an accordion effect. So like I said, 1, the Tampa Bay Rays are going to have to get to the Dodgers pitching too. And 2, like the Blake Snells, they got to be, and was Charlie Morton hurt? No, Charlie Morton's not hurt. Charlie Morton, they got to be able to pitch their 5 innings, because if they pitch 3, they're going to fuck up game 6 and game 7 for themselves. So obviously I'm going to get out my voodoo dolls and my chakras and whatever else to pray that the Dodgers lose. But they're just so good. Mookie Betts is so good. Bellinger's so, like, the names on the Dodgers are so good.
They're trying to be the Yankees.
And then you got, what's his name? G-Man Choi. My man G-Man for Tampa Bay. That man, he's a big man, but he hits home runs real fucking far. I fucking love him.
All right, Kadeem, do you have predictions of the World Series, or you don't care?
The Dodgers in 5.
Ugh.
I mean, that is the right prediction, I think.
I hope that doesn't happen.
They're just a better team.
Yeah. They're significantly better.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
I just hate the Dodgers.
This is not the Nats taking on the evil fucking Astros. This reminds me of, like, I grew up a Yankees fan. This reminds me of, like, old Yankee baseball, which is just – and look, I will say in this realm, I'm rooting for the Empire, the evil Empire, like in Star Wars. I need a return to normalcy. You get a team that spends this much on payroll, they're supposed to win the goddamn game. Okay?
I hope it doesn't happen. All right, the final thing for this episode. Kadeem, you can go ahead and go to sleep, Kadeem. It's okay. You take a rest.
I might just end the podcast now. Like, I could just hit stop.
Champions League group stage.
This is important stuff.
Yeah, Champions League group stage happened today. Barca played. They won 5-1.
You guys played a team that I can't even pronounce. So,
I know. But
and you guys lost a player for the next 2 games.
It's 2 games, or is it just 1?
I think it's 2 in the group stage for a red card. Straight red.
Yeah. All right. Whatever.
I mean, they're gonna appeal it. I'm assuming. I didn't watch the.
He was the last man. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably 2 games.
PK was having a shit ton of trouble with that kid, like all match.
Aaron Holland,
because he's so fucking fast.
Fuck.
Nah, you don't know who it is, because I still don't know who it is.
Wait, no, I was reading about it earlier.
That little kid was fucking fast. But yeah, PK's slow, so PK's a little slow, so like in the legs. Yeah. So that was expected.
You guys won by a bunch. We talk about. So I watched the PSG Man U game. Man U scored all 3 goals.
Yeah, I know.
One of them for the wrong team.
Anthony Martial.
But Rashford, last year, 90th minute goal. This year, 94th minute goal. It's like
nuts.
Dude, hey, Man U's going to bomb out at some point, but I hate PSG more than I hate Man U, so I'm all about that. I was surprised that Lazio beat Dortmund because Dortmund is, on paper, a much better team. Juventus, they should have won by 40.
Well, Ronaldo wasn't playing because he has COVID.
It doesn't matter. He still should have won by 40. Also, news for the games tomorrow, Serge Gnabry for Bayern Munich out with the COVID.
Oh.
Which, if you look at their whole team.
Yeah, they're playing at the Atletico, too.
I think they might be in trouble. Like, they can obviously still score. They're super talented. But
like, that's the best game tomorrow. Like, Bayern, Atletico Madrid, and then
Man City, Porto.
Ajax plays Liverpool, but it's not the same Ajax. Like,
it's not the same Liverpool either. They're without Van Dijk for the next 8 months.
But all of Ajax's stars are at Chelsea now.
Well, Chelsea did they?
Chelsea they drew. They drew today.
What a weird. I guess. Yeah, I mean, I think.
Well, it's Sevilla though.
Yeah, but Ajax is still a decent team. Madrid plays Donetsk. Donetsk has
Shakhtar
Donetsk. They have a pretty decent team. I think the game's tomorrow going to be good, but obviously I'm going to watch the Munich Atletico Madrid game. Although
I love
one of
how
their best
CBS
players is now at Arsenal.
I love how CBS bought the rights for the Champions League just to put it behind a paywall.
Dude, it's so cheap, and it's worth every penny because you can watch all the games at the same time.
How much is it? I haven't seen it. CBS All Access?
I think it's $6.99 or $7.99 a month. I mean, it's better than not having it on TV at all or only having that one fucking game that isn't yours because you're playing. Your game would definitely not have been on today because you were playing fucking Lavinian nonsense.
I watched it through DirecTV, but I watched it in Spanish.
Ferencváros? Where are they from? Greece?
Who?
Ferencváros? Where the fuck are they from? Hold on. Now I want to know. Ferencváros TC. What the fuck does that mean? They're the top. They're the top team in Hungarian football.
Wait,
Hungary's got like 6 people.
Well,
they're the Budapestian District 9 team.
Well, we're in the group with Juve, so.
I mean, no, basically there's always gonna be the one wonder team like the Donetsk or like the Reign
or Sevilla,
Feyenoord or something that gets in. Those are the teams I like rooting for because obviously
I see what you're saying.
Arsenal doesn't play. Oh wait, we're in Europa. We play Thursday.
Okay.
Europa's more prestigious, I think, because that's all of Europe.
Shut the fuck up.
Champions League. I don't know what that is.
Shut the fuck up.
That's why we come
in.
in.
Trying to get that off for like a year and a half now.
It's not working. It's
not. No.
It is. Also, before I forget, I guess if we're done, this can be my final thought because I forgot until about 10 minutes ago, and I'm super excited. Khabib Gaethje, Saturday night, ESPN pay-per-view. Khabib is going to knock Gaethje out, but there's just a chance that Gaethje knocks Khabib out because that's the only way that fight's going to end. Fight's going to be fucking awesome. I am excited. I think Khabib is maybe one of the greatest fighters I've ever gotten to watch. He's Adesanya good. Obviously different weight class. But, yeah, that's going to be some A-plus punching. And I like that he jumped out of the ring and tried to fight trainers and stuff. I like that kind of passion. Don't say it's not good for the sport. You're a pussy.
All right, Kadeem.
You sure you want me to go next?
Yeah. No, James.
No,
he goes last.
It's all good.
Okay.
And the flu shot's got him feeling bold. No yelling. I will say, James, thank you for being apparently the chairman of my fan club. Apparently, James will be getting a word about the podcast, and there are people that find me funny. Sorry, I'm not giving you. James, please, I'm speaking. The
Sir.
aspect of you guys finding me entertaining is very, very nice to hear. I mean, I will say sorry for not giving you my absolute best in this episode. I mean, you see what I'm working with, Mr. Flushat there. It's just sometimes you're just not hitting on all cylinders, and today just wasn't one of those times. But I can admit
it's Tuesday.
I can admit when I haven't brought my A game, and I'll be back. I'll be back next time to give you guys what it is you expect out of me. You know, with high expectations comes a great responsibility to live up to to live up to those things. So, I thank you guys. I thank James for getting the word out about how special I am, and I appreciate it. I would be remiss if I didn't give you a little bit of hits, just a little bit of hits before I get out of here. Fuck Donald Trump and the administration. Like, fuck them hardcore. COVID's still a thing. Wear your mask. Always wear your mask. And that's it.
Good for you. Look at that. All right, James, you should have gone second. Anyway, go ahead.
No, that was just terrible. I didn't have shit for this one, so I just wanted to hear what the fuck you had to say. And it was
great. All right, boys, I gotta hit the road. Do it again on.
Right. Be safe, y'all.
We're doing Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. What time? What time's good for y'all?
I'm good all day.
Earlier the better, but I know that's not the case because Ryan's got to come out of whatever coma he's in, and then James has one opportunity to get shit done on Saturday. Otherwise,
it happens. All right, we'll reconvene, boys.
I play weekend league now, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
FIFA?
Hey, they changed it though. I'm really cool with it. Like you don't like the division rivals shits. Mm-hmm. You only get like points up for like your first 30 games. So I don't have to play during the week anymore.
Hey, James.
So I just play the weekend league. That's it.
James.